this video today, I'm going to be going over how to get a really bright under eye. It's been a lot of talk in 2015, and now that we're in 2016, I feel like it's not something that's going to die just yet. So I wanted to show you guys my routine and how I achieve that really bright under eye and that very soft highlight. Before we get into this tutorial, I just want to tell you guys, sleep is so important. And the thing is that oversleeping can make you get really big puffy bags underneath your eyes and very dark circles, but so can undersleeping. Undersleeping, oversleeping, either or. You want to get that perfect right amount of sleep for you. For me, 6 to 7 hours is the perfect amount of sleep. Anything more, anything less than that gives me very dark under eye circles. With that being said, I know that we all can't be perfect all the time and get all that sleep. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you have dark circles that you want to cover, then continue watching this video. The first stuff I'm going to start out with is primer. We don't want to forget primer because this is going to hydrate our face, it's going to fill in pores, and it's going to give us a very flawless look on the whole face. So when we focus on the eyes, we want to focus on the face as well. I'm going to start out by spraying my MAC Fix Plus in Cucumber all over my face. This guy is just like the regular MAC Fix Plus, it just smells like cucumbers. The MAC Fix Plus is going to hydrate my face as well as hold on to all the product that I put on top. Once that dries, I'm going to be applying these two primers here. This is the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer as well as the Smoothing Primer. The Hydrating Primer is going to hydrate my face and create a nice smooth layer for my foundation and concealer, and the Smoothing Base is going to fill in pores and lines. I'm applying the Hydrating Primer first all over, and then I focus my Smoothing Primer right on my cheeks, around my nose, my chin, and on my forehead. Then to further brighten up, I'm going to be using my Derma E Evenly Radiant Dark Circle Eye Cream. I like to use an eye cream underneath my eyes because most eye creams have vitamin C in them to brighten up underneath the eyes, and they also have a little bit of like iridescence in them. So this guy is not only going to brighten my under eyes, but it's going to continually brighten my under eyes because this is a skincare item. I'm then going to be using my Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer from Smashbox, and I'm going to focus just a little bit underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to move on to my foundation. My foundation today is going to be the True Match Lumi Foundation from L'Oreal in the color W6. And I'm just going to be applying this all over my face with a damp beauty blender. So before I put on my concealer underneath my eyes, I really like to put on my foundation first because as you can already see, my foundation is giving me some coverage. It's not as bright as I want it to be, but it's giving me some coverage underneath my eye. So I don't really want to like waste my product, and I really want to see what I actually need to cover. That is why we do concealer second. So moving on to my under eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one eye first and go through the steps with you guys and then kind of compare it to the other eye so you can see the difference in brightness. The first product I'm going to be taking is the Benefit Erase Paste, and my color is in medium 2. This comes in 3 different colors. I'm pretty sure it comes in 1, 2, and 3, light, medium, and dark. So as you look in this pot, this concealer is actually almost like a peachy pink color. My dark circles are kind of on their way towards almost like a dark purple underneath my skin. So this peach color is going to color correct my dark circles. I want to color correct my dark circles first because I don't want that darkness to shine through my concealer. So using a peach colored concealer is going to help you actually cover the dark circles. Depending on your skin tone, whether you're light, medium, dark, or very dark, is going to depend on how dark that peach color has to be. So for someone that is very light, you can use a lighter peach color, and then for someone that is very dark, you would go for more of an orange peach color. On my airbrush concealer brush, I'm just going to be applying this where I need it. So I really only need this right here on my eye. And I kind of just tap it into the skin and then blend it out in that triangle form. The reason why I'm going to be doing this triangle form is because I want to brighten up my whole face. I don't want to just brighten up underneath my eye. I feel like when you brighten up just underneath your eye in that half moon shape, it doesn't look bright. It just looks like you put concealer there, and that's what we don't want. My next step is to take my damp beauty blender and just lightly blend that out. I don't want to move any of this product, so I'm just going to be tapping. And I'm also going to bring some onto the top of my eye too. I'm then going to be taking my MAC's Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. This rose color mixed with the yellow powders that I'm going to be using later are going to cancel each other out and just brighten up underneath my eyes. Since I've already color corrected underneath my eyes, now it's time for brightening. Just going to twist this up just a little bit and apply this like so. And again, taking my damp beauty blender. And then I'm going to be taking a dry beauty blender and I'm just going to be tapping. And this is going to take any of the excess products off that we don't need. I want to keep my under eyes bright, but I don't want them cakey, as you can see so far. I then jump back into my beauty blender with just a tiny bit of my foundation, and I'm just going to kind of blend that on top. For this step, there are a couple different colors that you can use. I'm going to be using this one from NYX just because this banana powder from NYX specifically is a lot more towards the white side than it is yellow. Sometimes if the color is too yellow, it can look yellow. And we just want it to brighten, not look crazy yellow. I'm gonna be using this Real Techniques Bold Metals. This is actually a blush brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to set my makeup. I'm just going to tap that powder underneath my eye. And the reason why I'm tapping is because I do not want to pull any of that concealer away. My last and final step is to take some highlighter. One of my favorite highlighters for this look is something that is really, I want to say like iridescent in a way, but very close to white and just is a very natural highlight. This highlight right here is the Becca highlight in Moonstone. I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Airbrush blending brush and I'm just going to focus this on the very highest part of my cheeks. And I like to bring it up around my brow as well. And then I will add some to the brow bone and the inner corner of my eyes. So you see how this side of my face looks a lot brighter than this side of my face. This side of my face just kind of looks like drabby and tired. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side of my face so we can finish this face. Another thing I want to mention to you guys, after I'm done with all the liquid parts of this concealer, I take whatever's left on my blending brush and I highlight my nose, my forehead, Cupid's bow, and chin. That way it kind of brings the whole face together so it just doesn't look like I highlighted underneath my eyes. I kind of highlighted and brightens all over my face. And then, of course, I highlight the Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, a little bit on my chin with my little highlighter. Alright, so I'm going to go finish the rest of my face and I will be right back. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this tutorial. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video if you like these type of how-to videos. I have a lot more planned for the future, so thumbs up if you really like them. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of them either. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye! This is one of my favorite brushes